For those of you that don't know, I'm a marine biology major in college right now. My love for the sea knows no end, and my favorite animals are like sharks, stingrays, and sea turtles. I own a shark onesie. Is this a surprise? So, what you might not know is that I use a lot of plastic. We all use a lot of plastic, don't get me wrong. And I thought I didn't use nearly as much as the guy next to me. But did you know that over the last year, it's estimated that we dumped 8 million metric tons of plastic into the ocean? The ocean now currently carries about 165 million metric tons of plastic. Most of these items are like water bottles, grocery bags, reusable plastic bags, food wrappers, food containers, and a bunch more. Over the last 10 years, we have produced more plastic than we have in the last century. And the bad thing is that it's not going anywhere. Nearly every piece of plastic ever made is still on the earth today in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Not only that, but as much as you want to believe that tossing your items in that green bin in your garage helps, it doesn't. So I'm going to educate you on this a little bit. There are 7 types of plastic. Number 1 is PET, or PETE. It's usually used for things like bottles and polyester clothing. Number 2 is HDPE, which is commonly used for things like plastic grocery bags, plastic food bags, detergent containers, garbage bags, cereal box liners, and a few other things. Now, those 2 plastics right there are the only 2 plastics that will ever see a second life. Due to their easily recyclable nature and the versatility in products they can be used for, it makes them the easiest to recycle. Every other plastic on this list after that will most likely never see your lovely green recycling bin. For example, number 3, PVC and vinyl, which is used for vinyls, PVC and things like credit cards and gift cards, won't be recycled. It's actually illegal to recycle number 3. Due to its highly toxic nature when burned or melted, the fumes can cause some pretty serious health concerns. Number 4, LDPE is used for coatings and paper milk cartons, and those one-time use coffee cups for hot drinks and stuff like that. Again, can't be recycled because you can't really strip away a plastic lining in a cup. Your best bet is to recycle the paper product and hope that it sees that side of recycling. Sadly, the plastic coating will most likely be washed off by continuous wear and end up in the rivers of the ocean. Number 5, PP, number 6, PS, and number 7, O are among those that will never ever be recycled. Number 5 is never alone when produced, and this mixing of material makes it ineligible to be recycled. Along with number 7, which funnily enough is recycled plastic. Because the plastic is a mix of plastics 1 and 2, it can't be recycled again because of the mixing of materials. It's pretty sad irony right there, am I right? Number 6 is my least favorite. Did you know that styrofoam is a plastic? Polystyrene is used too much and has an extremely low recycling rate because it's so hard to work with. It was specifically made to be a one-and-done product. Now, why am I saying this? The average American throws away 185 pounds of plastic a year. So I wanted to see how much plastic I threw away in a week. Over the past 10 days, I've collected every single piece of plastic and shoved it in this jar. This one, and this one, and this plastic, and this plastic, and this plastic. This full jar right here accurately represents America because only one thing inside this jar is recyclable, making at 6.6% of this jar. In America, only 6.6% of plastic waste can actually be recycled, and even smaller amounts of it make it into those green bins. Most of it end up in the bellies of the 1 million seabirds and the 100,000 mammals that die each year by plastic waste. This whole week, I collected nearly 5 cups of plastic waste. A mix of things like cups, straws, takeout, plastic-lined foil for granola bars, reusable plastic bags, a hand sanitizer container, and deodorant. As this week went on, I found myself baking more because I didn't want to create more waste from a simple granola bar snack. I refused drinks that I knew were going to come in plastic cups, and as always, refused straws. Straws are probably the worst plastic thing ever to exist on this planet, and just don't even get me started. Having this much of a visual representation of the average amount of plastic I consume really kicks me into high gear. I thought myself as a pretty eco-friendly person. I have a reusable cup, reusable straws, I eat healthy and organic. I recycled what I knew I could be recycled, and I thought that would help. But not knowing just how much plastic surrounds me every single day is insane. So, what do? You've heard of that reduce, reuse, recycle slogan. But I want to change it. I want to change it to reduce, reuse, refuse, and recycle. Recycle what can be recycled, plastics 1 and 2. Make a cute little chart for your kitchen or your fridge so that you know what you should be throwing in that green bin and what you probably shouldn't be. But when you go to restaurants, movie theaters, gas stations, and yes, Starbucks, refuse the plastic that they offer you. Instead, bring your own mug. They're more than likely going to be happy to comply. Bring reusable wooden utensils when you go on those long road trips and a reusable straw. Reuse that plastic that can't be recycled. PVC makes pretty great guitar picks, and I try to reuse my old bottles and containers as much as I can. This will probably be my new Travolution bottle, and I'll probably make my own deodorant to fill up the old one. So, with that note, how much plastic do you use? Rejoice in the day and be glad in it, and I will see you guys later. Bye!